Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. So, last time we finished off with beating the Dancer of the Boreal Valley, and in between then I've been working on my character. I can't remember, I think, yeah, I'm a bit higher level. I've also not touched this in a little bit. The Astora Greatsword is actually a lot more powerful now. Fugs is all the way up to +4. Refined S-Stocks is up to +6, and the Raw Store Sword is up to +8 as well. And then I've been doing a little bit of stuff in the Lothric Castle. I also have the washing pole now. That is up to +6. It's a fun weapon to use. Let's see what else. I don't think there's too much else except for I went into Lothric Castle and I took out the Outrider Knight that is there. So this is the Ethereal Rapier, thrusting sword bestowed upon the Outrider Knights of the Boreal Valley. This weapon is shrouded in frost and causes frostbite. So, what we're going to do is we're going to finish, or at least attempt to finish all of getting all the Lord Souls to progress towards the end of the game. And then after, we'll do all the side stuff, and then we'll probably do Final Boss, DLC 1, DLC 2. I had not purchased DLC 2, but I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to either play it in some regard, or just get all of it spoiled for me, because dodging this thing has become incredibly impossible to do because of people just putting up videos of, oh, here's the boss run of killing all these bosses, or, oh, here's the new weapons. So I've already had about 3 of the new weapons spoiled for me, 1 of the new armor sets spoiled for me, and I've seen some of the areas, but I don't have too much context for them, so it's not as bad. So, okay, so this is the second bonfire. Oh, I also have Tears of Denial, which is a spell, or miracle rather, that allows me to survive past death were I to die. So now we've got these gold and silver wyverns that are guarding the gate, which I already went and opened, but we're not going to go through that way. We're going to go another way. So they breathe fire all over the bridge and make it and its courtyard nigh unpassable. So we have to go around. How many souls is this anyway? Oh, not all that much. Excuse me. So these boys are pretty tough back in here. They deal a lot of damage, but they also drop. Large shards and even chunks at times. So as you can see, these boys make it quite difficult to go out there. We'll just wait for them to calm down. And we attempt to make our way across. Gentlemen, if you would please. God, I love this sword sometimes. So, they each have a pus of man growing out of their paw. Now, unlike other pusses of man, it cannot move, but it can also cover the entire area in that stuff. So, do I have any great arrows? I do! Let's use the Dragon Slayer's great bow. Not bad. Not that much of damage improvement. So, what I haven't heard from the next DLC is whether it's good or not. It seems to have more bosses than the Ashes of Arienda, because I know what 2 of the bosses are, and I have a feeling there's some other ones as well. There also seems to be a return of form for a bunch of stuff. Okay, we're out of those. Switch to the Dragon Slayers. Ooh, nice. Bang. Let's put that on. So the nice thing is when you kill one, the other one stops breathing fire. So it's then no longer a problem to walk through the courtyard. And through here. However, we've got these red-eyed Lothric Knights, which become their own problem. So, what I also found is that, is it over here? Yeah, it's right there. So, for a long time, because I bought the strategy guide that comes with this game, I always knew that Egon could be summoned for this fight, but I never knew where his summon sign was. Because it always made it look like it's right beside the fog gate, but it's actually over here. So I've never seen him fight, but he reminds me a lot of Paladin Leroy from Dark Souls 1 when you're about to fight Pinwheel. So I actually don't have enough. But you know what? I think I'll be okay. So, the Dragon Slayer's armor. This is actually a really fun boss. I actually want to switch to this, so I want to be faster. He has counters for you wailing on him when he goes weak down. Oh yeah, Egon's just a tank in this fight. So, whoop, better heal, buddy. have any heals. There you go. Good job. So they add in these, I don't even know what they're called, these dragon-like things that do projectile stuff on the environment, which, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it also adds to the fight. Because on his own, Dragon Slayer's armor isn't the only thing that really makes him tough is his damage output. His movements are not so bad. It's just get around the shield and you're good. And he's dead. Yeah, Egon definitely helps this fight. Oh boy. So get his soul. Thanks, Egon. And they all die. Excellent, excellent. So, yeah, I like the bridge is okay. I like that it's destructible and you can, in fact, die to fall damage if you get knocked off the edge. So it causes you to play this game of both dodging the Dragon Slayer's attacks and making sure not to fall off the edge. And also this is dumb. I can see the other bonfire. It was not necessary. I can understand why it's here because of the whole system that happens in this place, which is the Grand Archives. Key to the main entrance of the Grand Archives of Lothric. With the fire fading and the spreading pus of man tainting the castle, the Grand Archives closed its gates for good. Today, only a few of its keys remain. This one likely belonged to Gotthard, one of the king's black hands who fled the castle. We also got his swords, which are actually quite good. The hunter known as the King's Black Hand wielded paired weapons. These belonged to Gotthard, who fled the castle. Gotthard rose quickly through the knighthood. It's a bit of a... It should be through knighthood. There's no need for the in there. Anyways, no surprise to those who have witnessed his swordsmanship. So, actually a good pair of swords. I think you can refine them to get that scaling even better. So, let's head back to Firelink and cash in our 100k. And also that Dragon Slayer's soul, because it does do something quite useful. Alright, so, the Dragon Slayer's, Dragon Slayer's armor. The Dragon Slayer's armor, controlled by the Pilgrim Butterfly, which are those things that fly around it, lost its master long ago, but is still remembered for their sporting hunts. So, it's some sort of automaton that possibly assisted Ornstein in his quest. What you can do with it is you can turn it into either his axe, which is actually a pretty powerful weapon, or his great shield, which is fantastic when fighting enemies that are lightning based with a 95 damage reduction to lightning. So, melted iron shield that once formed part of the Dragon Slayer's armor. The shield offers high protection to lightning, which the Dragon Slayer commanded as his own, and its skill has faint echoes of the Dragon Slayer's own fighting style. Then there's the metal iron great axe that once formed part of the Dragon Slayer's armor. Thickly imbued with the power of lightning, use skill to draw upon its techniques used to slay the archdragons. So, both are quite good, and nice enough they both cost 0. But we're gonna take the Great Shield. Because the thing is, it's pretty close to Yorm's, but it doesn't weigh as much and doesn't have as high strength requirements.
Welcome. Very then take.
So, what we are going to do now, let's do, how are we doing for all this? Oh, maybe do that and that. Or, let's do that.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Thank you. Alright, back to it. To the Grand Archives, which, as you might have guessed, are a new variant of the archives from Dark Souls 1. Alright then. So, yep, these are archives, alright. Books, books, books everywhere, and horrible magical creatures. So, this is where the other Crystal Sage is, which I believe was in the lore of the Crystal Sage boss, is that there were two, and one of them resided with the archives. What do you got for me? Twink and Crystal Gem. And we have these boys. Stained in wax. Don't know why, though. I can tell you one thing. It is quite useful, because what it does is this. Oh, no, never mind. If I walk up to this item, these things cause curse, which will kill you. However, with this thing on, I am not affected by curse. Yes, yes, yes. You're very threatening. Ladder. Junk. And also, these guys are here for some reason. This is the one that I don't get, is why they are here. The one annoying thing is the wax makes you slow. So therefore, big crystal soul spells become quite hazardous. Now all these books have hands coming out of them. And that is the last Outrider Knight, which I'm not going to aggress because he's actually one of the... he probably is the hardest one to kill. God damn it. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right here. Now you're dead. Ow. The Crystal Scroll. So I haven't actually been using how these scrolls work just yet. But there is a actual magician's tutor in this game. But I don't like magic compared to pyromancy and faith, so I won't be using it. I don't think there's a single piece of magic in this game that I like over a pyromancy or miracle, because at least with miracles I can bind them to lightning or wholly damaging weapons and actually get a benefit out of them. I don't find the same level of benefit from magic or enchanted weapons. Here we go. Up. Also, you might have noticed that... where is it here? Is it over there? Where the hell is it? Oh, also gargoyles. Some direction. I think it's up above me, actually. But the sun has now become eclipsed. I guess that's supposed to relegate to the fact that we are nearing the defeat of all the Lords of Cinder. So for some reason, the gargoyles of the profane capital are also here. Don't know why, but they are. Yay. I think that's one of the last undead bone shards I have yet to get. Alright. Now this place. So, we have our 3 invader guys. Or, not exactly invaders, but they are just annoying hazards. Each are sort of different practicers of their own craft. A strength master, a dexterity master, and a mage. So we've got our Frim-garbed strength master with his great axe here. I wouldn't say the mage is the highest damage here, but wow. You parried me and did not capitalize off of it. So as you can see, this fight can get kind of annoying quite quickly. There. 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 Jesus Christ. The annoying part is, all their gear is not even worth that much to me. Because the Sage's Staff I'm never going to use. The Golden Wing Shield is not bad, but it's designed for spell parrying, not actual normal parrying. And then the Katana parrying is okay, but there are much better katanas that you can choose from. So, kind of a waste of my time, to be honest. But they do give you a good amount of souls.
Welcome us. Very well, then take.
There we
Farewell,
go.
Ashen One. May
Soon I won't need to push strength any higher. In fact, I can probably stop at this point. But at this point my character's pretty good. The only thing I would change is adding more skill points to wield certain weapons. And most of the weapons that I have now are actually pretty good. There's not too many end games, well, weapons that come after this that are all that better. Although, now that I think of it, there is one item that will be changing a few things, adding to my kit. Alright, so now we're out of the Grand Archives, for the most part, and on towards this. So, we can actually see this bridge from the start of Lothric, I believe. When you're down on the high wall, you can see this bridge stretching across up above. Gentlemen, please. So as you can see, this is a very last stand effort. They've put all their top hollows on the defenses. And they will do everything in their power to keep me out of that building up ahead.